right, we are on Parah, Perek Bet, the Mishnah Gimel. Third Mishnah in the second chapter of Masechet Parah. We're continuing to talk about attributes of certain animals, certain cows that would make them ineligible, psulim, for to be the Parah Aduma. Says the Mishnah, Yotzei Dofen. Yotzei Dofen means an animal born by cesarean. Ve'etnan umechir. Etnan is a reference to etnan zona. Okay, it's used, the animal, if the animal is used to pay a prostitute for her services. Umechir. Mechir is a short term for mechir kelev. The animal was paid as a for a dog. It was an exchange it was payment in exchange of a dog. So those things are ineligible. They're not offered as korbanot. So therefore, in this case, also the Parah Aduma is technically not a korban, but just like Etnan Zona and Mechir Kelev are psulim for korban, so too is it pasul for the Parah Aduma. Yotzei Dofen, why? Because it says ki yivale, like other kadshim, like other animals offered as korbanot. Ki yivale prat yotzei Dofen, coming to exclude Yotzei Dofen, is cesarean born. V'avagav de Parah lav kadshei mizbeach. The Parah Aduma is not kadshei mizbeach. It's not offered on the mizbeach. It's burnt outside the Beit Hamikdash. Ela kadshei bedek habayit is kadshim that's owned by the Beit Hamikdash. Mikol makom yotzei dofen psula. Nonetheless, the cesarean is psula. It's not eligible. De chatat karyachman. It's called the chatat. It's called the sin offering. So it's like a korban, and therefore it's ineligible, even if it's a yotzei dofen, a cesarean. Rabbi Lezer machshir. Rabbi Lezer says okay. Shneimar, as it says, Lo tavi etnan zona umichir kele beit Hashem elokecha. He says, listen, it says you cannot bring etnan zona, payment to prostitution, umichir kelev, and the sale value of a dog, beit Hashem elokecha, into the house of God. Ve'ein zo ba'alabay, and this is, you're not bringing this into the Beit HaMikdash, so it's not a problem. Mishnah continues. I imagine we don't pass on like Rabbi Lezer, but I don't really know because we haven't had Parah Aduma in quite a while. Kol hamumim poslim b'mukdashim. Any blemish that's pasul in mukdashim, in korbanot, as we learned in Masechet Bechorot, are poslim b'parah, also pasul in the Parah Aduma. Why is that? Because the Torah says explicitly to Parah Aduma, asher ein ba mum, it can't have a mum. These guys obviously have a mum. They have a blemish, and that's the same definition of mum. Rachav aleha. Now we also said if you asher lo aleha ol. Okay, there's no mum, but also that you're not allowed to. You can't put on an ol, a burden or like a yoke. But what about other things? Says the Mishnah, Rachavale, if you rode on it, Nishanel, you leaned on it, Nitla biznava, you hung on its tail, Avarba etanahar, you use it to pass on it, I guess, the river. Kipel aleta mosera, mosera is the rope that you're using to hold it, and you folded it over and you used it as a burden on it. Natan talito aleha. If you put your talit, your cloak on it, psula. Then the animal is psula. Why is it psula in all these cases? Says the Mishnah, ne'emar b'parah asher lo aleha ol. It says in Parah, it says that what we just said. There's no ol. There's no yoke. Let's look at the pasuk for a second. Right? V'yichu elecha parah aduma timima asher ein ba'mum asher lo aleha ol. Yeah, let's highlight that. Okay, and we had no ol, right? There's no ol, no yoke, Y-O-K-E. So it says no ol. Then emar be'egla arufa. It says about egla arufa, the rule of the egla arufa. The egla arufa was the calf that was offered. The neck was broken because they found somebody dead. Didn't know who killed them in between two cities. It says about that asher lo ubadba, that it was not lo ubadba. No work was done with it. Asher lo mashcha ba'ol, it was not pulled with a yoke. Ma ola amor be'egla. Asar shar avodah psula keol. Right, in Egla Rufa, the Torah connected any other kind of work, any any work with an ol. Af ol amor b'parah asar shar avodah psula keol. So we learn from here that any kind of work, any kind of engagement with this animal that's putting some burden, even a tiny burden on the animal, is posel the animal. And that's why, very simply, that's why if you even took the rope and put it on it and said like the animal walked with this rope on it, that's the minimum, even a tiny amount, that's considered an ol, like an ol. Okay, so if you do all these things, if you hung onto it, it assisted you crossing the river, you folded over the rope, or you put your talit on it, psula, aval, ksharaba mosir, if you tied it with the rope, asala sandal b'shvil shelo tachlik, if you made it a shoe so that it wouldn't slip, Paras talitu alifnei azvuvim, or if you put your talit, you put your cloak over it from the flies because you don't want it to be burdened, you don't want it to be bit, then it's sheira, then it's okay. It's the same. It's the same weight. No, this is the Mishnah says. No, it's that cloud. This is the rule. Kol shehu litzorcha. If it's for the animal's needs, sheira. That's not litzorch acher. But if it's for my needs, for another need, then it's psula. That's considered the definition of burden. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.